Now, words and how they're written, how they're arranged, how others are used in place in a phrase that hides the truth. And I'm talking about the 14th Amendment. The United States made everyone born in the so-called United States, which is hearsay, a United States citizen. So they made you a part of them. That makes you or them own you. You're now a part of me. I took something from outside of us, outside of our system, that was born actually outside of our system, and I just say, you're born in our system, the United States. And so therefore you're now our property. You're part of the United States and the states therein. So we can come and we can do what we want to you. We can take away your guns. We can take away your ability to buy guns. We can take away your right to self-govern. Govern yourself, self-governance. That's what self-governance is. You govern yourself. Self. And so governed is a master governing over the slave. Just like in the slave days, a master had governing power over the slave. No matter how you want to see each one, it don't matter. You can't separate them. I already got it in my post. The similarity. The same as. It don't matter. And they hired some of us. And any of us, don't matter what race, to come into their world and separate themselves from us, so they're no longer one of us anymore. They don't have to care about us no more. They're no longer one of us. They're in another place, protected and used to help those who just enslaved them under them, but they can quit, to control all of us. Ain't that lovely? That's democracy. Republic versus democracy. The people's form, or the people's Republican, or the People's Republic. That's what I'm trying to figure out. The People's Republic. We're under a republic, not a democracy. Their system, their government, their business, that's a democracy. In Washington, D.C., that's a democracy. All those people living in there, they can live under that democracy, what we have over us. We're supposed to be above them, over them, under a republic. But yet everybody, it started in 1980s, when they found out 9 out of 10 people would bow down to them when they stood in front of them, because something happens when they see that suit and that badge, that gun, and somehow they magic, because over the centuries, from having police, soldiers, or security guards in a special suit, special clothing. And so over time, I think that has entered into our genes, to where when we just see someone in a suit with a gun, a badge, and just said to be authority, we're to obey them and not to question it. And we don't. A lot of people don't. I mean, I'm not part of that. I didn't question it before, until I started getting attacked. the sociopaths started joining the police force pretty much in the 80s. It kind of started a little bit here and a little bit there and earlier, like that TV show, Andy Griffith show with Barney Fife, where he was fine. He was just stupid and dumb. And then all of a sudden one day, a show comes and he's acting just like these paranoid cops. But they're not really paranoid. They're just using that as an excuse to get away with murder, violence, harm. Because it's legal under law of legality, law of legality. Law of legality versus law of the land. We're under legality. We're not under common law. Color of law is where any person or persons working under color of law. Are you working under color of law, Kafar? Are you living under color of law, Kafar and Van Balian? Does it say it in there? Any person and or persons living and or working under color of law? Wouldn't there be, if it was that way, violates any other person or persons, not citizens, member of the public, a person that's a member of the public. It's not precise. One of the people that is a citizen of the United States and the states they're in, there's wordings that should be in there that's in the Constitution, or especially that one, all persons born and naturalized in the United States are therefore citizens of the United States and of the states they're in. Well, they leave the rest out. They just say citizen for the codes and all that. But it's supposed to be clicked with the Constitution. Because the articles and all that is part of the Constitution. It's just all written on separate documents. But it goes with the Constitution. And Van Balian won't read all that, too much to read. Too lazy. He's too lazy. He ain't going to read American federal law, United States federal law, and then common law, and then go common law versus law of legality, law versus legal, or lawful versus legal, unlawful versus illegal. He ain't gonna look none of that up, get educated. He wants to stay stupid and have you stay stupid. Same with Kafar, same with Wrangler. They just want to stay ignorant and stupid, not read the stuff, because they're too lazy. Something's wrong with them. They're too lazy, and they just want to be dumb. They choose to be dumb. It's all right there for them to read. There's books. Go to the library. You can find